This is Karlyn Borysenko. Look at her. There she is. She is a doctor. Did you know she's a doctor? If you didn't, she'll tell you she's a doctor. She's a psychologist or some shit. She did a thing where she got, like, I want to say famous. You know how they just tokenize people. She got tokenized for saying, "I'm leaving the left, and here's why. People on the left were mean to me, and then I went to a Trump rally, and people were nice to me. So now I like Donald Trump." I'm not making that up. I'm really not making that up. But like, honestly, I don't think if she was ever left leaning, she did it for the wrong reasons, because she's very clearly a conservative. And I just think she thought, if she was ever actually a Democrat, she was at best a blue dog Democrat, which is not good. Yeah. So anyway, they did the MythCon shit, which they call, like, or was it Minds? I can't remember. She did either MythCon or Minds. I don't know. It really fucking doesn't matter what the conference was. It was a douchebag right-wing conference. And they had a hotel. And she was in the hotel, and apparently the story is, from people who aren't her, is that she was going around and, like, going full Karen and, like, knocking on people's doors and screaming at them to be quiet and shit. And then when they were like, "Dude, you gotta fucking leave. You're bothering all the guests," she said it was because she had a MAGA mask on. Like a mask. So here's that. Let's listen to her do the thing.
Who's had an eventful 24 hours? I have. Oh my god. Okay, so I just want to preface this at the top. I don't know how long this video is going to go. It might be a little rambly, but I want to tell you about what happened to me yesterday, to the very, very best of my recollection. So yesterday I traveled to Milwaukee to do two things this weekend.
Yeah,
I've got the walk-away rally today. It's literally today.
The walk-away rally, the walk-away rally being we're leaving the Democrat Party to go be Republicans, that's not things. That's not a thing. People don't really fucking do that. It's more like people that, like, have voted for Democrats in the past, maybe. Like, if you're like, "Oh yeah, whoa, I gotta move to the right," you weren't fucking left-leaning. There's nothing that they meet in the middle. You just weren't that. You just like propaganda is whatever. You weren't left, that's for sure.
And then I have the Better Discourse Conference tomorrow.
That's MythCon stuff. That's the Mythicist Milwaukee, who are, if I might say myself, right-wing grifters. Right-wing grifters. Mythicist Milwaukee are right-wing grifters. They grift and are right-wing. So, I guess we'll just continue.
And so I traveled out here to do those two things. This is a work trip. It's like, I have fun doing this stuff, but there was actually a reason. And I got booked into the Ingleside Hotel, which you can see here. And just to be really clear, the address of the Ingleside Hotel, just so it's not confused with any other hotels.
Oh, yeah. Just so it's not confused with any other hotels. Not so that you can have them harassed. Definitely not that. Which is a thing that happened.
Is 2810 Gulf Road, Pewaukee, Wisconsin. It is about 20 miles outside of Milwaukee. It is, okay, let's just be blunt. It is in the middle of nowhere. It's in the middle of the nowhere. It's off a major highway. It's got a road. It's one of those things where, like, you've got the highway and then you've got this, like, little utility road. And then there's the hotel. And it's like this big sprawling property, but there's literally nothing around it except for the hotel. And this becomes relevant later. So I get there, I check in. Guys, you guys know me. When I travel...
You guys know me.
I wear, and pretty much all the other time, really, I wear my MAGA mask. I wear this for two reasons. One, I think it's funny to trigger people who are triggered by these sorts of things.
Dude, I'm gonna wear a fucking mask with an aborted fetus on it. I swear. I'm like, just fight. Wow, look, they're owning the lips. Oh, it's fucking deep dick my own self. I can't fucking imagine. Like, is there any group of people, including cuckolds, that eat their own cummies more than fucking Republicans? They just jack off in their own mouths constantly. It's fucking weird. It's fucking awful and gross. I don't like it. Don't give me that look, high-level ideas. That's not okay. Seriously, though. It's just a fucking... There can be one Republican in a room, and they will find out how to circle jerk. They will figure it out. Stay at this hotel when visiting my mom in Milwaukee once, since a few hours south, and I would love to say they were very nice, and I'd recommend.
But two, and I swear this is true.
Holding the list by wearing a mask, preventing the spread of disease. True.
This is actually the most comfortable mask I own. It's the only mask that I actually feel like I can breathe in. And so even if it didn't say MAGA, I would still wear this mask because, like, I was on a plane all day. I needed to be able to breathe.
Okay.
So I was wearing that in the hotel.
I'll be honest, people with unironic primary motivation is triggering other people is very triggering. True. And so, and I was also, I think it's important to know too, like, I did not have any other, like, identifying thing that I was wearing that, you know, would be obtrusive. I was wearing a baggy black sweater, black leggings, and black shoes, and I had my hair pulled back, and I was wearing my MAGA mask. That was it. The MAGA mask was easily the most identifiable characteristic about me, is what the point I'm trying to get at. So I check into this hotel, and the staff is, like, rude to me from the absolute get-go. Okay. I thought, okay. If your primary motivation when you wear your mask, besides it being just hella comfortable, is to make other people upset, why are you upset when you succeed? When other people are like, okay, you're a fucking bitch, obviously. You're clearly doing this to make other people annoyed. And then it happens, and you're like, what? Why do? It doesn't make any fucking sense. It's the bicycle stick meme. It's just we're doing verbal memes now on this channel, by the way. Verbal memes.
It was just like, it was immediately, I knew as soon as I walked in, you just know when you, like, walk into one of those places that has just, like, really bad energy, you're like, oh no, this is gonna suck.
Bad energy. Not like a Trump rally. Srihogo Takole. Thanks for following. Or, I mean, the Prime. Prime? No, I just fucked it all up. 2 months of tier 1.
And so I walked in, I checked in. I'm always very nice to everyone I meet.
I'm always... I wear a Nazi flag on my fucking face, and I'm just nice to the Jews. I'm just nice to Jews. I'm nice to them when I talk to them. I do wear the Nazi flag, however, to trigger them on purpose. Haha, isn't it funny, lols? Keck W. But I'm nice to them. That's not being nice, bitch. It's just not being nice. Good call. MW, thanks for gifting a subby.
When I travel, I go out of my way to be. I think, you know, they have hard jobs. They certainly have a harder job than I do, and I understand that. And so I always try my very best to be nice. So I was, and then I went to the room and I dropped off my stuff, and the room sucked, by the way. Like, this what they're showing you on this website right now, this is not what this hotel looks like. This maybe was what this hotel looked like maybe 20 years ago when they first opened, or whenever they first opened, but that's not what it looks like now. Like, the room was so shabby. There was a big wet spot in the middle of the floor that just didn't seem to want to go away. Half of the lights didn't work. Half of the outlets didn't work. And so I'm sitting in there going, ugh, 3 days here.
Weren't the accommodations purchased by the people that brought you out here, or did you purchase them yourself? Either way, it's either your fault or their fault. So they can do a shitty hotel. I don't know. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit if the hotel's shitty? What does this have to do with anything? It really it doesn't. I think this is literally just, they made me mad. I'm going to try to say every Karen thing I can think of. This is the fucking mentality of these people. It's wild. Fucking wild. You ever see that one video? I know that was very vague, but hold on. I'm going to show it to you. So It won't be. You guys see that one video on the internet, the only one that exists? It's this one right here.
His hair, whack. His gear, whack. His jewelry, whack. His foot stance, whack. The way that he talks, whack. The way that he doesn't even like to smile, whack. Me, I'm tight as fuck.
Me, I'm tight as fuck. It's literally this. It's literally the same energy, except unironic and not funny. This is unironic, not funny, that video.
But they had a water park in the hotel, and Mike Harlow was really excited about that. He wanted to have a pool party, and so I was like, fine, whatever.
Who's Mike Harlow? Why does that sound so familiar? Is it an idiot? Mike Harlow. Why does that sound fucking... Nope, that's not the right one. That's not the right one. Mike Harlow. What? Oh, shit. Whoa, fucking. Just, I mean, do we have to? Okay, I'll show you who it is. Mike Harlow. I knew I recognized. Like, I'm pretty sure this dude actually fucking responded to me just recently. This face looks very familiar. Walk away rally. He has 3,000 subscribers, and they're like, I guess we gotta use him. Is he gay or something? I don't know anything about him. Is he gay? I'm assuming they're tokenizing him. We're having a pajama party. I'm joined by my heroes, friends, fellow walkers, Blair White and Branda Straka. Is he just a shitty, like...
So brainwashed with identity politics.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, we get it. We fucking get it. You guys get it? Tokenized. I have 3,000 followers, but I'm a gay Republican. So, yeah. Or, I don't know what's going on. But obviously, it's a tokenized situation. So. The council will decide your fate. Mike is that guy from that video. True.
So I wanted to go, like, usually when I check into a hotel, the very first thing I do is I kind of just do a little walk around the hotel just to see what's there, and then I kind of relax in my room. So I was doing that. I had my water, I wanted to go see the water park and just, like, take a quick walk around and go back to the room. They gave you one of those little paper wristbands that has a sticky thing on it. You guys know what I'm talking about. Those stupid paper wristbands that, like, once you put them on your wrist, you can't get them off, and they're annoying as hell.
Like a water park.
And so they gave me one of those for the water park. Now...
Like the things that they give you for the water park. Yes, everybody is... Why don't go to the water park then? You know that's part of water park experiences. This is the sticky badge thing, and it's so that they know that you're supposed to be there, and it's also water resistant. It's literally the way, like, it's for their business. What?
I really thought that they were, like, it seemed to be a pretty big deal at the desk that she gets one. And so I had one of those wristbands for 3 days. I knew Mike Carlo wanted to have a pool party at some point. And so I was like, I'm saving the wristband. I don't want to wear this stupid paper wristband for 3 days. Like, that's ridiculous. I have very small wrists. So if you put anything on my wrist that actually stays on my wrist, I can't get it out over my hand. So I just was like, okay, I'll just carry it. I just want to go see the water park. In normal hotels, this would be no big deal. Right? And I do this all the time. I do this all the time with, like, fitness facilities. Well, back in the day when we could actually go in those. But, you know, you just go up to the attendant and you say, I just want to take a quick look around. And usually they go, okay, no worries. And you just go look around and there's no big deal. This time I went to the water park and I went to the attendant. I said, I just want to take a quick look around. I have my wristband. He's like, you need to have that on. He was...
Usually when I do it, you know, before we could go, you know, I used to do it at gyms before we could go out. And so I try to do it at this water park where we all share the same water space in the middle of a global pandemic. And then I was mad that they wouldn't let me in because I wasn't following the rules. I'm a fucking 500 IQ intelligent brain person. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. All right. Calm down. Calm down, Pops.
It was very rude from the get-go. I was like, dude, I don't want to wear this on my wrist for 3 days. I literally am carrying it with me. I'm just going to go look around. He's like, no, you need to have it on. I was like, what in the hell is happening?
The rules are occurring and you need to have it on. It's the rules. It's just rules. What are you triggered by them? Are you triggered by this business's rules? I thought you liked capitalism. I thought you liked the business having the rules. I don't know. Maybe you should start advocating for publicly owned water parks where the lifeguards seize the means of production. You ever think about that? Probably not. Butthole, and they'd still have rules in a global pandemic. Come on, it's fucking virus soup. I don't. Bah.
And so eventually, like, it was a little bit back and forth. Eventually, I kind of held it around my wrist. I was like, okay, the thing is on my wrist, holding it around my wrist. I'm gonna go and just take a.
Whatever complaints she has about her hotel experience is probably bullshit. One of the hotels my family checked into literally had our rooms downgraded without our knowledge to cramped, unclean, a bug-infested room because we had a Spanish last name. That's fucked up.
Quick walk around the water park, and if you want to stop me, like, you can. And I thought it was one of those things, like, I knew I was kind of like futzing the rules a little bit, but it was one of those things that
I knew I was futzing the rules. Do you mean breaking them? It was just it was a bit of a futz. It was a futz of a rule. No, bitch. No. It's just breaking a rule in a water park during, I repeat, a global pandemic. There are health reasons to their resistance against your futzing. Fucking, I'm gonna futz myself in Minecraft.
it was like so stupid that like every other hotel I've ever been to would have been completely fine with this, and that I just really didn't think about it, to be honest. So I took a walk around the water park, and I did it anyway. 2 minutes, and I was gonna go back and go up to my room. I already kind of like was walking towards the exit of the water park when I was accosted by 2 security people. And when I say accosted, they got right, like there was a man and there was a woman. They got right up in my face and started screaming at me over this stupid paper wristband. And
so I walked into the water park anyway, futzing the rules in the middle of a global pandemic. And then they had the audacity to call the people who enforced the rules I futzed to unfutz the rules. Ha! I thought, tell me if I'm wrong, I thought the Republicans were the party of law and order. I don't know. This is fucking... honestly, I'm really surprised she wasn't tased, dragged to the ground, and shot in the back of the brain by blue lives that definitely matter. Okay? I mean, this was just non-compliance to a ridiculous degree. We should have called the feds and had her fucking put in a van. That's real fucking law and order.
my mind was kind of blown at first. I was like, what in the holy hell is going on? I honestly, I was like, this is insanity the way they were acting. And I pushed back on them because frankly, I am an incredibly nice guest until you give me crappy customer service. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to make sure you understand that I am the customer. So when I speak to people who are doing that, I speak firmly. And I say, this is ridiculous. I have the wristband. I just wanted to take a walk around. I'm now going back up to my room. Dude kept getting in my face and screaming at me and threatening eviction. They were already threatening me with eviction at this point. And again,
thank Hero Langley for a year. A small bright spot in the middle of this bullshit.
and keep in mind, the only identifiable thing about me is I'm wearing a MAGA mask, right? This would not happen. For something like this, what it should have been is, hey, can you just please wear the wristband if you're going to come to the water park? And I'd be like, okay, yeah, you're
Good
right.
call, dudes.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to take a quick look around and go back to my room. That is what the normal interaction would be. These people are screaming in my face that they're going to evict me over not using the sticky on the paper wristband that I was in the water park for 2 minutes on. But so I just kind of walked by. They're like, what's your room number? What's your room number? You're going to get evicted. This is your last chance. I've literally been in the hotel 20 minutes at this point. 20 minutes. So that happened. And I kind of
It only took her 20 minutes to break the rules.
once I walked away, I let out this huge laugh as I was walking up the stairs because when stuff like that happens, it's just so absurd. The only way that I really know how to cope with it is to laugh. Is be like, this is crazy town, man. It is crazy town. So I went back to my room and I was a little miffed. And
Miffed.
guys, I just want hotels to be nice. Like, I really don't. I don't have high standards for hotels. I just don't want to be bothered. I want to be left alone. Like, when you travel a lot for work, like I do, honestly, like, maybe this is just me. I don't know. But I just want to be left the F alone. I just want it to be nice and pleasant. The hotel staff does their job. They don't bother anyone. Everyone has a good time. Everyone wins when that happens. And so I decided I was going to be a Karen. Yes, I was a Karen. I admitted I was a Karen.
All hope is lost. I have just now noticed that her backdrop looks like the bottom of an aquarium. It's a strange aesthetic choice, but I support it.
And I went and asked to speak to the manager at the front desk. And my intent on this was to really say to her, like, listen, you've got a lot of people that are going to be staying here over the next couple days. Because here's the thing, too. I kind of put 2 and 2 together that, like, the absurd reaction couldn't have possibly been about a paper sticky wristband.
The reaction couldn't have possibly been that I fucking walked past someone who said, no, you can't go in there. I walked past them. Fucking. Just. Fucking. It's just. It couldn't have possibly been the thing that I overtly did that pissed off the fucking employees because I 100% disrespected them. Fucking, it's awesome. This is awesome.
And it had to be about the MAGA mask because honestly, that's like the only thing, that is the only thing that makes sense. Either they harassed me for wearing a MAGA mask, they harassed me for being a woman, they harassed me for being a white woman, they harassed me for being a white woman traveling alone. I'm not sure any of those things are better than the other.
Why does the left always play identity politics? Side note, do you know if you can break your own neck? Like, if you try really hard, can you break your own neck, or will your body stop before you can get to that point? I'm just asking. If it's possible. I don't think.
But those are the only, that's the only explanation I can think of. But let me get to the second instance where they went off the goddamn rails. So I went to complain to the manager, and I was very nice. I was nice, but I was firm, and I said, listen, your staff treated me like this. That's unacceptable for me to be spoken to like this and to have people accost me and get right up in my face and scream at me over a paper wristband. And you should really know that you have a lot of people staying in this hotel over the next couple days that can get millions of views on social media like that. And really, like, that's not how you should be treating them. Honest to God, guys. Like, yeah, I was trying to be a little, like, bit of, like, I basically wanted them to back off. That was my intent. But I feel like I was also trying to warn them that what is now happening to them was going to happen. This was...
Why does the left engage in cancel culture? The left wants to hurt businesses. The left will take your livelihood. Dude, her fucking fragility is ridiculous.
Was not something that they didn't have warning on, right? And so I'm having a conversation with this young manager, and she's very meek, and she didn't really...
Wait, hold on. All right, we can continue.
Say much. She just like was kind of like, okay. And I had said my piece, and I was going to go back to my room. I was cool. Then the woman who was the female that was gun in my face in the water park barged in the conversation. I have no idea who this woman is. Like, I thought I was speaking to the manager of the hotel. If this woman, like, I have no idea what her role is. Barged into the conversation, accused me of lying, got in my face, did this in my face, and said, this is your last chance. You are on thin ice. You're going to get evicted. Now, keep in mind, all I did in this instance was speak to the manager.
And then you threatened them. All right, let's follow the events real quick. Let's see how right she is, okay, chat? Hey, what? I don't know. What's up, kids? What's up, fellow kids? So here's what happened. She walked into the hotel wearing a MAGA mask that she said, "I hope triggers people." People seemed perturbed by her. Then she walks into the water park area with a single wristband that she knows she's supposed to put on, but she has tiny wrists. And for some reason, she's like, I don't want to wear it with my tiny wristies. So she's holding it, walks into the water park. The attendant says, hey, everybody who walks into the water park has to wear the wristband. You can't just hold it. You got to wear it. It's policy. Probably because you can fucking lose it in the things. Then they don't want to deal with replacing it and deal with people bitching, whatever. And it can get clogged up in all the shit. And plus, they want to make sure the people who are in the water park are accounted for because we're in the middle of a fucking global pandemic. So she goes, no way, my name's Karen. And then she walks past that person, not understanding why that's disrespectful or that you shouldn't do that. So that person who works at the facility said, okay, and called security to be like, hey, this lady just walked past me. She's doing the thing that is the bad thing and not the good thing. Can you make sure that she doesn't do the bad thing and does the good thing? And then they're like, hey, you're doing the bad thing, not the good thing. And she's like, but I want to do the bad thing. I don't care about the good thing. And they're like, no, you have to do the good thing. Please leave if you're not going to do the good thing. And she's like, okay, I want to do the bad thing, but I want to talk to your manager. Okay, but that's not the good thing. So go ahead and talk to the manager. So she goes and talks to the manager. And then the manager goes, hey, you did the bad thing, not the good thing. And she goes, but I want to do the bad thing, not the good thing. And then she goes, I'm going to tell everybody that you're dog shit. And then the manager goes, the fuck, bro? That's where we're at right now. That's the recap. She did this with her baby wrist the whole time.
And issue a complaint. And so the only way that I had to interpret this was, shit, if I complain in this hotel, they're going to kick me out. If I actually share a negative experience I had with the staff in this hotel, they're going to kick me out. Now, at this point, I tweeted this. You can see this is 14 hours ago. So this is roughly around like 6 o'clock at night, I think. I tweeted this. And I'd been in the hotel less than an hour at this point, guys. When you're already composing a negative review for the hotel you have to stay at for the next 3 days within 1 hour of check-in, but you can't post it until the day you leave because they threatened you that if you give them critical feedback, they'll kick you out.
All of this could have been solved if she put the band on and afterwards got some scissors and isopropyl alcohol to wash off the stickiness. World-class victim complex from a hashtag walk-away person.
Yes. Yes, it was. Thank you so much for the dono, my friend. I appreciate it.
So I really was composing. Like, I mean, I'm like, you know, I'm one of those people. When you piss me off, you will get a flaming review.
Wow. I'm going to use fucking... What are those review sites? I'm gonna leave you a fucking 1. I'm gonna leave you a 1-star review. Yelp. I'm gonna go to your Yelp. By the way, do you guys use Yelp? I don't use Yelp. The only people that use Yelp are people that are mad. I'm gonna go to your Yelp. No one fucking uses Yelp except for negative people. Have you ever seen a 5-star business on Yelp? It doesn't occur.
But I also want to scroll down here, and I'm showing you this because people are already accusing me, of course, of this being a fake story. Shoot, that's not what I wanted to show you. Oh, and I followed up. I said, and yeah, I'm virtually positive it's because I was wearing a MAGA mask.
Wow. Okay, explain this to me. Why do they always have this tip button active? The right-wingers, like Sargon has it. This person has it. Fucking Quartering has this kind of shit sometimes. Like, they have the fucking the pay me money for tweeting triangles. Should I get a pay me money Twitter triangle? Will it work? I tweet a lot. I'm just saying. If you guys want to give me money for the tweets I provide to you, I you know, it's pretty good. But then you'd have to have the button. There's a tip button? No, only if you have the app. The Brave browser, because you can get tips from them. The Brave browser? What the fuck is that shit?
Again, this was early evening. I wanted to...
Jake, please, I give you enough bits already. Yeah, and me putting this little triangle on my tweets is you're gonna be like, oh man, I can't help it.
show you a couple other responses though. So people asked,
Tip War Machine, coward. Do
blah
it.
asked, they really said that you can't criticize them or they will boot you. I said, yes, I complained to the manager and another employee. I'm not sure who she was, but she was the one I was complaining about, butted in and told me that if I continued, I was on thin ice and would be evicted.
Okay. Sarah sent me this. Is there a part of this that I should skip to, or is she just going to recap this on Twitter? Like, it looks like she's recapping this on Twitter. She'll recap this on Facebook. And then she's just going to talk about the same thing. You might get tipped by Angry Chudge trying to pity you. Ooh, true. Major Dub, hey, I'm all for the drizzle, be it on Twitch or off. Whatever you want, baby. Ooh, yeah, drizzle me. How many bitcoins do I need to pay Karlyn to leave social media? I don't know. Yeah, it's 40 minutes long. Do we need to watch the rest of this? Because holy fuck, she did a follow-up on this? She did a follow-up? Because I think we get the gist. I think we get the gist of this part. You know what I'm saying? She is wrong, and then she... I suppose. Let's see what her follow-up is to this. Her follow-up update on how I'm doing. Okay. Here's receipts.
Hey everyone, I wanted to do a video just on an update. A lot of you asked me how I'm doing, and I want to provide...
Well, god damn it, now she doesn't have the snapback, and I do have the well, it's more of a, I guess it's a buckle. Okay. So anyway, spoiler alert, she gets kicked out.
Also, further receipts that the Ingleside Hotel is flat lying about me in this video. But first, let's start with the update about how I'm doing. It's been a rough couple of days. I didn't really sleep the entire time I was in Milwaukee because I maybe got like 2 or 3 hours of sleep over the course of like 3 days.
Damn, that's rough.
Or 3 nights rather, like 4 days.
Oh no.
Because every time I laid down to go to sleep in my hotel room at night, my whole body would start shaking and I would start crying uncontrollably.
If you have such crippling fucking anxiety and you got genuinely triggered by interactions you had with people in a hotel and you had a negative experience and you don't take that experience that you had yourself and go, I wonder if other people have that experience. I wonder if other people get triggered. You don't do that, and instead you weaponize things you think will trigger other people. Tell you what, buddy, I have no fucking sympathy for you, and I'm glad your entire week was ruined by crippling, ridiculous anxiety. I hope the anxiety attacks that you experienced I hope you thought your life was ending. I hope you had moments where you made peace with your mortality. Fuck you! You're a bad person! How can you not take your experience and empathize with others and use the word triggered so flippantly, intentionally trying to trigger them? What? Is there a way to rewatch the streams? Hell yeah, there is. Not only can you watch them on VOD here if you're a subscriber, but you can also go to my YouTube channel, which is the actual Jake.
I'm definitely experiencing symptoms of PTSD. I do not have a formal diagnosis as having PTSD. But
oh my god! I think I have PTSD. I have no reason to believe anybody else could experience something like this. Fuck them. I want to trigger them on purpose. What a fucking bad person.
I am going to be working with someone to work through the trauma that this whole experience has caused me, but I will tell you that
You got PTSD from being kicked out of a fucking hotel.
I do feel very withdrawn.
I actually have PTSD and I'm legit mad. Let's say, I'm sorry I didn't switch it over to her. I was just so focused on my backwards hat. I'll switch it over to her in a second. She didn't, you heard what she said. She said she got PTSD from being kicked out of a fucking hotel. What the fuck? Even if that's the case, even if you did, even if you are in a mental state where you are so fucking your mental health is so tenuous that getting kicked out of a fucking hotel gives you fucking actual diagnosable post-traumatic stress disorder, I think maybe you should reconsider your actions in regards to how you treat other people, you dumb bag of shit.
It's incredibly difficult for me to focus on things. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try to keep my videos up. Hopefully I'll be able to put on a good show for the videos, but I am breaking down at random points throughout the day. They're random, right now. Obviously, because I'm talking about it. I'm having
Jesus fucking dude. Victim. Just a
having random flashbacks back to how terrified I was that night. They come at like completely random times. In fact, I told the conference organizers on Sunday, because I was in Milwaukee.
Wow, that really turned on and off, didn't it? I'm pretty confident this person's a narcissist. That shit seemed like abuser shit right there. Am I nuts? Has anyone else experienced that from people before? That seemed like abuser shit. That seemed like, if you leave me, I'll kill myself shit right there. Yeah, that's fucking okay. Okay. This is some bullshit. Oh my god! Why do you just barge in? We're gonna give you a fucking pole to fucking slide down.
I didn't want to interrupt because
You didn't want to interrupt. It sounds like you did.
But it got to me so hard when she pulled that just now.
Right.
Because I said in chat, one time I was traveling by myself. For the first time that I went to meet Jake, I was traveling by myself. And I was going to the airport, and I had a huge flight delay that left me stranded in Colorado, and I had never traveled by myself before. I'm halfway across the country and don't know what I'm going to do. I had a panic attack in an airport, and you know what I did? I sat down, freaked out a little bit, called Jake on the phone, hyperventilated slightly, got my breathing back, went to the customer service desk, and then got everything taken care of where they got me a hotel. And then everything was fine. And then I just talked to some of the people around me who were also stuck there. I didn't get fucking PTSD because I was stuck in a weird place for one night. Holy shit. Dude, she got kicked out of a hotel, and it wasn't in the middle of nowhere, by the way. There was, like right down the road, it was like one of those off-the-highway towns where there's, like, a gas station and a McDonald's and all this other shit. Like, you're fine. If you had to sit outside of the hotel for a little bit to wait for someone to come pick you up, you're not gonna get murdered.
In Milwaukee.
Jesus Christ.
Murdered in Milwaukee.
I had to.
Okay, so thank you for spamming those Sarah emotes. Blah. Back to it. Jake, Sarah, I bit my cheek. Got the PTSD. That's okay, hobo. Pop in and out.
Milwaukee to do two different jobs. I was in Milwaukee on Saturday to speak at the Walkaway rally, and then on Sunday I was on a panel at the Better Discourse conference. And I got to the conference on Sunday, and I had been crying all morning. I mean, I got there like 10 a.m. or something.
Fuck me.
I had woken up and had just been crying and breaking down for hours at that point, and it's not even something you can control. It's like the weirdest thing. It's like you're doing something, and all of a sudden, like the terror that I experienced that night.
The terror! The fucking terror! How fucking privileged is your life that someone telling you not to break the rules, you intentionally breaking them, and then there being consequences? How fucking privileged has your life been that is a mental health rending experience? Wow. This is gross. This is gross. Please go to the original video and go to the end? Well, fuck's sake. Alright. So what part of the end? What part of it? This right here? I don't know. Do you have a fucking... You just gave me a 45-minute video and didn't give me any fucking guidance here. Do you want me to jump around? How fucking dare she make this shit up for attention? Not a lot offends me. This is absolutely disgusting. I know, right? I like triggering people for fun, but don't trigger me by doing your job. Wow. This is the snowflake. Like, not many people are actually fucking snowflakes, right? Like, the way that people describe them. Not many people are, like, incredibly fragile like this. Every single one I've ever met is a fucking right-winger. Every single one of them. Right? Because when you mean snowflake, you mean, like, fragile for fucking no reason. You don't mean someone who's experienced trauma and is like, you know, something affects them negatively. That's like calling fucking soldiers that get upset by fireworks like snowflakes. I can assure you they're probably not snowflakes. There's probably a reason for their PTSD. Like, it's fucking awful. It's fucking awful.
Egregiously bad. It was egregiously bad. So, that's what I want. I don't know. I didn't tell you, man. It was funny. I actually texted Brandon. Oh, the other thing I wanted to show you guys, too. I forgot to show you this. I wanted to also more evidence that this actually happened and that I was sitting around my room. So I texted Joshua last night.
Who's Joshua?
At 6:47 or 6:47 p.m. I've already been threatened with eviction from my hotel. LOL. He said mask issue. I said not even. Well, I think it was because they don't like my MAGA mask. They were just absolute tools. This is 2 weeks in a row. I've been treated poorly by a hotel. I don't know what I've done to deserve this because I'm like the easiest guest there is. He says, that's strange. Probably TDS. People are crazy. I said, but on the bright side, Eric Carmen is
Trump derangement syndrome.
following me on Twitter. And spelled his name wrong the first time. Sorry, Eric. And Joshua said, the hungry eyes guy. And I say, yes. And Joshua says, bah, that makes up for snotty hotel staff. Definitely.
What?
So that was just more proof that I was actually just, you know, chilling in my hotel room, screwing around, texting people, like whatever.
How's that? What? Oh, you wanted to see that? You wanted to see that? There you go. It's just showing her. I'm sorry. It's just so fucking bizarre. I'm losing it. Some of the severe PTSD from my childhood is beyond. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy offensive. It's crazy offensive. Like what? In what? In what world is this a reasonable response?
More proof that I was actually just, you know, chilling in my hotel room, screwing around, texting people, like whatever. But the way the staff treated me, not just in what they did at the end, but every single thing leading up to it was egregious. Again, I've been traveling since I was 22 years old for work. I've stayed in so many hotels. So many hotels. I've stayed in a lot of shitty hotels too because I was a college admissions counselor for like 3 or 4 years. You have to go to college fairs and they, you know, you basically put up in like the cheapest hotel they could possibly do. So I've stayed in like a lot of shitty hotels. I've never been treated like this. And frankly, I've never been treated, this is the most egregious incident, obviously.
Thanks for following.
But I've never actually been treated as poorly as I have at the last 3 hotels because of this.
I haven't been treated as poorly until now when I intentionally wear this to trigger people. Do I have to go back to that?
Except for the hotel. And this becomes relevant later. So I get there.
Look at this.
I check in. Guys, you guys know me. When I travel,
here we go.
I wear, and pretty much all the other time, really, I wear my MAGA mask.
Why do you do it?
For 2 reasons. One, I think it's funny to trigger people who are triggered by these sorts of things. But
Oh! Wow. Wowzers. Fucking wow. Great work. Great fucking work. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm fucking... Are we done? Are we done with this? Are we done with her? Dude, this is... She's easily the biggest victim on the right. She's like the fucking hypochondriac. But like a fake one. This is awful. She's a fucking... Dude, she uses a lot of fucking language that I'm not a big fan of. Terribly self-absorbed. This is narcissism 101. Well, I hope you fucking like that. Hope you have a good day after that one. Yeah. Hope that doesn't give you fucking PTSD. Apparently it's just something you just pick it up for no reason. PTSD, you just pick it right up.
She's a brat.
Thanks, Dr. Gamble. Yep.